Mike and Jake, they kind of know stuff. Kind of. Mike and Jake, the almost experts. Just bros being dudes when the gang gets reckless. Mike and Jake, the almost experts. Tell it like it is, and they might be guessing.
Welcome back to Mike and Jake, the Almost Experts podcast. Today we're going to be having a special guest with us, and we're going to be talking a little bit about the World Cup. We're going to be debating the public versus private schools, and we're going to be talking a little bit about MSHSAA, and we're going to let our special guest kind of go on a little bit of a tangent with some of this stuff, and we're going to finish this thing up playing an 82-0 challenge basketball edition. So stay tuned.
Welcome to episode 15 of Mike and Jake, the Almost Experts podcast. Mike, we're here with a new guest.
Yeah, a new guest, and I'm pretty excited about this one, to be honest. I'm pretty excited. So, Jake, tell him who's here.
Ladies and gentlemen, he has won 378 games as a head basketball, baseball, volleyball coach. He's went to the Final Four twice. He's the head Blue Mule from Bernie, Coach Jason Long.
Oh, I know that makes him feel so awkward. I actually just got to thinking about it. I just told you how many games, but I actually think that wasn't counting this year. So I actually
he knows the number.
Oh, he knows.
No,
yeah. He immediately, whenever you said it, he immediately looked at me because he knew that it was wrong.
I don't.
Yeah, it's more like
Either way,
390, 400. I mean, he's pushing 400, man. That's crazy. Pushing 400 wins, pushing 400 pounds. That's crazy.
Oh, whoa.
Whoa.
Wow. Yeah.
So I don't know Coach Long a lot outside of sending emails and texts back and forth.
Yep.
You've been at Bernie your whole time, right?
Not quite the entire time. 20 of my 25 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I never knew. I mean, I've always just known you as Bernie. And then whenever I was at Van Buren, it was, I got to talk to Coach Long about the wood bat and, stuff like that.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I think you started at Clarkton.
Malden.
No, Malden. You started at Malden.
Yeah.
Okay, started at Malden, then went to Clarkton.
Right.
And,
3 years at Malden, 2 years at Clarkton.
oh, okay, and then you were at Bernie since then.
Yep.
Okay, all right, cool.
and then you guys met when?
Well, I mean, I've known of Coach Long for a long time. We used to have a pretty big school rivalry with Bernie, just in terms of I knew a lot of those kids. I went over to Bernie all the time and played park ball with, David Baker and all those guys. So I've always known of him, but we didn't really get close, I guess, until I started coaching, got into that world. And, we joke about it all the time, but I thought Jason here hated me.
Gosh.
Forever. And I was like, and it was so funny because I was like, why do you hate me so much? Because you just beat the brakes off of us every time we come here. And no, he's a good guy. I mean, he's a great dude. We've been really, really close for several years now. Talk basically every day, right?
A lot, yeah.
Oh, wow, just a lot.
Just a
okay.
lot.
Just a lot, okay.
It's yeah.
Yeah. So Jason and I both just got back from the National Beta Convention too. So we hung out a few days or a few nights over there at the National Beta Convention, and it was cool. And
In Nashville, right?
yeah, we went to Nashville, stayed at the Gaylord.
Yeah, the Opryland.
Gaylord Opryland, I believe.
Yeah. You want to tell the people how crazy that place is?
Yeah, it's huge. Good Lord,
Yeah,
man. It's like its own city.
I know you need a map.
Yeah.
The only thing I could think of, because as soon as we got there, like I was seeing where Jason was and trying to figure out where everything was, and we were wanting to hang out, go get some food, whatever, and I just started laughing at the elevator.
Oh, it's yeah.
I started laughing because I was like, "There's no possible way he could get around here."
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like I couldn't get around there, and got a text message. It's like, I said, I'm at the elevator. Jason said, well, I'm at the elevator.
Which elevator?
And I'm looking around and I go, no, bro, I don't think so. And he was like, gosh, dang it, in all caps. And then he called me. He's like, I don't know where to meet you. Just can I meet you at the lobby? I'm like, yeah, it sounds good.
So I'd stayed at the Opryland a couple times for beta and just other things or whatever. It always feels like, I don't know how many nights you guys stayed, 4 or 5? How many?
4 nights.
4, I believe.
It always feels like that first night you don't know where anything is.
Right.
The second night you kind of are, okay, I've seen that plant before or I've seen that building before. It feels like by the time you're about to leave, you finally kind of
figured out.
you know where you're going.
Yeah.
It's frustrating.
Yeah, I know, but you also don't want to venture off from things
Oh,
that
no.
you don't know.
no.
Like I remember Dad was like, at one point, Dad was like, "Hey, let's go walk around." So I was like, "All right, let's go. This place is huge. We'll find something." So we immediately just walked to the place we've been 900 times.
Right,
And
same place.
And Dad was like, "All right, bud. Let's just sit down over here."
Yeah.
I'm like, "Sounds good."
This is a comfy spot to be in.
Instead of just staying in the room and watching TV, we were just out there hanging out
Yeah.
on a park bench. And it was like, I don't even know why we're here, but we're here. So,
Beta wasn't even a thing whenever I was in high school. Like in the northern schools, we just had National Honor Society.
yeah, so there's several schools around here that just have National Honor Society. And I don't really know much
I feel
about
like
it.
it's a southern
It is definitely
states
Yeah, I didn't
type of thing.
I didn't get into it at all until I was like in the Hager family, because that was like,
Right.
that Tim was a big part of Beta early in our relationship. So we were at Beta stuff all the time.
Oh, yeah.
But
It's, Twin Rivers is a beta school.
yeah,
It's a
do
beta
you guys
school.
have NHS? National Honor Society?
No, we don't. But, every time we go, like when we went to the national convention, we might have had the smallest group we've had this year. And I think we took like, I don't know the exact number. They told me, I think, but I don't know the exact number. But we took like around 42 kids.
A lot of kids. Yeah.
And once a few years ago when we went to Savannah, Georgia, we took like, I think we took 50.
Man, Savannah's fun.
It is fun.
Yeah.
It's not fun driving a bus.
No, I didn't
all
have
the way
to,
there.
I didn't have to drive the bus.
Yeah, it's not fun. Hey, and I'll tell you one thing, okay? The way we get in and out of downtown Nashville on a Friday night with 40 kids on a bus should be studied. It should be studied.
I wondered about that.
Oh, it should be studied, brother. I'm telling you, just weaved into that, out of that bad boy. It was sweet. Dad was driving that, but I was in the truck behind him, and the whole time I was in the truck in front of him trying to get us out, leading us out.
Your
But-
dad's a professional.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, he is.
Lots of experience.
Oh yeah, he is. Like that's why, you get going places with him, and you just know that if you get in trouble, just park that bad boy,
There you go.
let him have it. Hey,
Figure it out.
take over, dude. But he pulled a fast one on me when we drove out to Savannah. We broke the trip up, obviously, and he drove a vast majority of it, and then I drove, and then he drove again, and then right about an hour before we got to Savannah, he was like, "Hey, why don't you take over?" I'm like, "All right, cool." So we go, and I'm like, "All right, where are we going?" He goes, "Oh, good luck." It sucks. Downtown Savannah, I was driving down alleyways.
Yeah.
I was driving down alleyways to try to find a place to park the bus, and I was going down one-way streets, and there was construction everywhere, and Dad was just laughing back here, and he's like, "You're getting broke in, bud." Just slapped me on the back. And, oh, man. So, no, we had a good time in Nashville, and that's when we kind of talked about coming onto the podcast then, too, and having him on. He's like, "Oh, yeah, let's do it sometime." And we picked out a good day, I think. Just asked him a little while ago, and here we are.
Yep.
Well, a lot of the stuff we do is just kind of last minute anyways.
Yeah.
So, it works out.
Yeah.
But we had talked about having Coach Long on for a while.
Yeah, we have.
Yeah.
And we have so many people that we've talked about and we want to come on. Just it's so hard to get everybody's schedules out. I mean, heck, these people, the people that do watch or do listen, I should say, hi grandma, hi mom.
Right.
So those people that listen.
Your cousin in Czech.
Yeah, my cousin in the Czech. Yeah.
My wife and my father-in-law, soon when they found it, they were like, "How do I listen to this?" I said, "Well, I don't think it's live, but I'll let you know."
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We'll get you
no.
on there.
Yeah. You're going to help our views out, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I think you're going to help your views
Old
out.
Town and Bernie might be on.
No.
Oh, what if the College of the Ozarks is just
Yeah, they're unaware.
they're unaware?
They're unaware. Yeah.
Oh, I doubt it. They know Coach Long is on. They'll probably tune in. So we wrote some stuff down, probably for the first time ever. Coach is a little intimidating. Coach Long's a little intimidating. Like he's wanting to be precise on things. So we actually wrote some things down. We're trying to be a little more organized,
A little bit.
right? But we're going to go on tangents.
We always do.
I'm not organized.
Oh, you're not?
I am not an organized person. No.
Oh.
No.
Oh,
Join the club.
Breaking news. Join the club. Yeah. It seems like you two in this room should be the most organized with maybe your roles that you have.
Well,
But, hey,
yeah.
Whenever you get into work, I'm a little more organized than I am at home.
Oh my gosh. I gotta tell him that story from the other day. I'm sorry, we go on a tangent already.
Here we go.
Tangent.
Yeah. So the other day, I'm trying to call Jake. I was trying to call Jake the other day and tell him a story. And this is whenever we were in Nashville, right? Jake didn't pick up. Okay, no big deal. I texted him, or he texted me. I'm sorry, and he was like, "Hey, missed your call." I'm like, "Yeah, I was trying to tell you about this," and he was like, "Oh, okay, cool." And I never said what it was, right? He never texted me back. And I was like, and I never called me back. And I texted him and I was like, my gosh, dude, quit working. Like, you can't make a phone call that takes 3 minutes.
Yeah.
And he was like, he just said, ha ha, back, right? And I was like, okay, I'm going to email him because it'll be funny because he's obviously working, doing something. So I sent him an email, right? Hey, sir, I would like to set up a time that I would like to speak with you, whatever. Send it to his work email. Immediately got back an automated message that said, I am out of the office. I will not check my email until July 1st.
Yeah.
And I just thought, you freaking idiot.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm sitting there. Anyways,
You tried to troll me,
I tried to troll you.
and I got you back.
And you got me back.
Yeah.
I mean, not on purpose, because
No.
you didn't know.
No.
It's just an automated message. You already had it set up, and it shot an email back to me, and I just thought that was the funniest thing ever.
We got about a week, and I'll get back with you.
Yeah.
I don't like talking on the phone.
Not a big phone guy.
You call, you call me on the phone. I usually don't answer it.
I know.
Now, I mean,
But it's funny because I get a lot of phone calls from Coach Long here, too. You know, as far as like, he calls me more than I'll call him, usually. I mean, unless I call you, I usually text you and say, can I call you? But I usually just get a phone call from you. You did it like
I
three.
ain't called you.
You did it 3 times at the National Beta Convention.
Well, that was because I needed
Trying to find the elevator.
trying to find
Yep.
where you were at.
Exactly. He only wants to call when he needs
When
something.
he needs something, yeah.
So-
When he needs
Never
something.
just
Don't you
to talk.
hate those guys?
Never just to talk.
Those are the worst guys.
I can't stand talking on the phone. And you guys, his humor is awful. You guys, the stuff you guys think is funny is just ridiculous.
I disagree.
I mean, just not. Well, I'm actually talking about a group text,
Oh,
but
That's
not a group I'm not in.
Yeah, it's a bunch of basketball coaches. I don't know if you want to be.
No, I don't.
Their humor is stupid. It's just stupid. It's not funny, and it gets kind of frustrating because, they're all 30 something. I'm 51, so I'm just like, God, these guys are dumb.
Yeah, yeah, he's super mature.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, this guy over here, he's really mature.
Well, sometimes.
He's so mature that he doesn't even say mature. He says mature.
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 Very mature. Yeah.
That's what my second grade teacher used. That's how she would pronounce it. Mature.
Mature. So let's talk a little bit about some stuff that's going on, though, right? So I know these guys right here, they're super interested in this because they're super big soccer people, but the World Cup is going on.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so we're big soccer people, right?
I mean, I think we're soccer people when the USA's playing.
Yeah, I'm a big soccer person when it says that there's a World Cup
Yeah.
going on.
We're fighting the world.
And I'll tell you something that's random that I really am enjoying right now, and I don't know why I'm enjoying it, but it's on my Instagram reels or maybe Facebook reels too. Have you seen it to where like these fans from other countries that are coming to the United States to watch the World Cup try American food for the first time?
Yes, actually, I was talking about this a couple days ago. Yes.
Have you seen it? Because it's oddly satisfying. I don't know why I wanted to watch a small Vietnamese guy eat a mozzarella stick, but like it was awesome.
well, and they're
his
like-
reaction was exactly my reaction every time I eat a mozzarella stick.
They're like trying to take ranch dressing home with them. Different barbecue sauces, and they're like, "Hey, you can't take that much on an airplane. It's got to be in a can't be in a
It's
carry on."
tasty.
Yeah. I mean, it's wild.
It is wild. So, anyways, I find that really interesting. But no, I'm USA through and through, right? Like I'm fist pumping in there. Don't even hardly know any of the guys' names. Like, let's just be real.
Don't know nothing.
Don't know nothing about it. I'm just like, that guy's fast. Hey, that guy kicks it hard.
Yeah.
It's like let's freaking go. So watch them play Australia the other day, and that was a lot of fun. I had a blast with that.
So I was over the weekend. I went to Gatlinburg for a bachelor trip for one of my buddies. He listens, so he knows the story. He'll listen. But the group that I was with, they're all my old high school buddies and his college soccer buddies. So they're all soccer people. I'm not a soccer person, but again, USA, whatever, get into it. So we went to this little bar and grill to go watch the soccer game. That was like one of the big things. We were going to go to this grill and we were going to watch the soccer game. Okay, whatever. We'll hang out with you guys. It was incredible because to start, every single TV, it was basically a Buffalo Wild Wings, Gatlinburg style, downtown on the Strip. Every single TV, they turned it on the World Cup. So it didn't matter where you were looking in the room, it was World Cup everywhere.
Right.
They had it on the loudspeaker. So we heard every single call, every single whatever, all over the restaurant. Well, national anthem happens. If I say 250, it's probably more than that. 250 people in this bar and grill standing up to the national anthem. They do it. It goes off. Everybody's going nuts, screaming USA, all those things. And then there's this group, and it's like these college kids' age, and she goes over and she turns on the jukebox. And immediately after the national anthem, Billie Jean from Michael Jackson turns on all over the loudspeaker.
Communist.
And exactly. And I have never been in a place where everybody turned on one person immediately.
Yeah.
Just boos like crazy to this poor little 21-year-old, right? And they're going insane. The manager's freaking out because everybody's booing, and it's Billie Jean's going on. Manager comes over to our table, and we're like, "Well, how much did she pay?" Well, she paid $5. It's going to be 10 minutes of this, 2 minutes a song, 5 songs. I said, I'll give you $10 if you go unplug the jukebox right now.
Right.
So eventually, he just unplugged the jukebox and the place erupted. And USA won that game. We played Paraguay, I think.
Paraguay, yeah.
Yeah. But anyways, I think we talked about one time whenever we were talking about at Busch Stadium whenever the Kentucky Derby was on. Mm-hmm. Everybody's focus was on the Kentucky Derby at the time. That's what happened there. It didn't matter where you're from or who you were. Everybody's focus was on the World Cup because USA was playing. And it was cool. It was fun.
It's so interesting how sports does that to people, though. Like how it can just turn a room full of strangers into best friends. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like in the middle of it. And especially like when we talk about something with the World Cup like that, mm-hmm. That's so sick. I'm jealous of that because whenever I was watching the USA play Australia, I was in a hotel room.
Yeah, just you?
Yeah, it was just me. Now, don't get me wrong. Like I was headbutting the wall, when we scored, I was freaking pumped. But I was just sitting there, chilling out in there, just yelling USA to myself. So I have an absolute blast. And now that's like in the United States and we have all the different, cities that they're in. I mean, that's super, super cool. I'm a big fan. But did you guys watch any of it, like other than the USA?
No. I mean, any of that I've seen is either on
bits and pieces.
Yeah, it's on TikTok or YouTube or whatever.
Well, okay, so I've been watching some. I'm not saying I watched a ton or anything, but I was watching one, and it was Qatar versus Canada. And I think one of you may have asked me at the time like what I was doing, and I think my response was, I'm watching Qatar try to kill every Canadian player on this team.
Right.
That it was the craziest thing. It wasn't even, soccer. You got flopping.
It's
and
physical though.
Yeah, it's physical. And don't get me wrong, like
and you have flopping too. Yeah,
you definitely have flopping. And don't get me wrong, like if you're running full blast and somebody steps on your ankle, like you're going to go down like a ton of crap.
It probably does hurt. Yeah,
it does hurt. Like there's no doubt about that. Well, that guy for Qatar just snapped this kid's from Canada's ankle, or snapped his leg just right in half. Mm-hmm. I mean. So, he ends up getting a red card. Well, he come down, they're playing again. I mean, they're shoving people down. They're taking people's out. It was so bad. I'm not joking. They were already down 2 players at the 60-minute mark. So they had 30 more minutes to play. At the 60-minute mark, they gave another red card out. And I remember the referees all coming together after they gave this red card out. And I literally was watching this game thinking, they're about to make Qatar forfeit this game. Because it was nuts. Canada. Canada was winning 6-0. I mean, they were making subs like crazy. I mean, it was nuts though. Bodies were flying. They were down 2 or 3 players, and Canada just stayed on the grass. It was crazy.
Yeah. Hey, so this is weird, but do you know the capital of Qatar? Qatar. You know the capital?
No. Is it? Well, hold on. Time out. What's it called?
Cutter or guitar cutter. I mean, it's pronounced different ways. You're fine. I mean,
Oh, I thought you were. That was crazy. I thought I had.
Do you know the capital?
No.
Doha.
No.
I just stuff I know that's kind of weird. What about Paraguay? You know the capital of Paraguay?
No.
No, I don't.
Asuncion.
Asuncion.
Yeah.
I love that.
Just weird stuff. Carry on. I just,
I think we need to try to stump him. Okay, here we go. The capital. Nope. We're doing it.
You're going to stump me pretty easily. But go ahead.
Wow.
All right. Let's try it.
Don't you need to know the capital in order to try to stump
you
him?
can't ask me a question that you don't know the answer to.
Okay.
And I don't know. I'm not.
Are we going to be here for a minute?
Yeah, we are. Hold on.
Okay.
Hold on. No,
Are you going to think of one?
Well, I want him to do Belgium. I want to know
Brussels.
Yeah, I knew that one.
I knew that one. Okay.
That might be one of the only ones I know.
Yeah. Oh, he just shot a shot over here.
I'm not claiming I'm an expert, but I just
He's almost
an expert. I think I know a show he should be on. The almost experts. I think he's just come out here. We're talking about cutter.
I need to step my game up.
If you would have gave me 1,000 tries to pronounce that, I would have never said cutter.
I'm not saying I've just heard it pronounced that way. I'm not saying that's the official pronunciation. I've just heard it pronounced that way. Qatar, cutter. I think either pronunciation is acceptable.
It's like a there thing.
Right.
Yeah, there.
Yeah.
Maybe not quite like that, but
cutter. Okay. All right. Well, so answer me this, because this is what my dad kept saying. It's like the richest country in the world.
It's like one of the richest. I mean, it's over there. You've got the UAE. You've got Qatar. That's a very, very, very wealthy part of the world. So
what is it that's wealthy about it? Like
just a lot of oil.
Is it oil? I didn't know if it was that or if it was
a lot of oil and
I didn't know.
Yep.
Frankincense and myrrh.
Frankincense and myrrh. Yeah, I didn't know. Maybe they have good
Abu Dhabi.
Yeah,
That's the capital of the United Arab Emirates. Mm-hmm. So I've never been to Abu Dhabi, but I've seen pictures. It looks like Magic Kingdom. I mean, it looks like it's like outer space almost, but
it just looks awesome.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Oh yeah. Is that now? Is like Abu Dhabi? Like is that? Is that like? Is there a bunch of ivory and stuff like that there or something? Is that right?
Ivory? Does ivory grow in the desert?
No.
I mean, I don't know.
You don't know? I thought that's like okay. All right. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I don't know anything about it. I just feel like I've seen buildings in Abu Dhabi, and it was like it's the buildings made out of ivory or something.
I hope somebody.
I thought you was talking about the stuff that grows on walls.
Ivy.
Ivy. Ivy.
Yeah, ivory. I was
okay. Like in Chicago, the walls got ivory on them.
Yeah, not Wrigley Field.
It's ivy. Hey, we're gonna edit that out.
No, we're not. No, we're not. It is staying in.
Leave it in there. Yeah.
Both of you. The way both of you looked at me, I thought, "Am I an idiot?"
Well,
no, time out. I don't want to. Okay, let me back up because I don't know if ivory is there. Like I feel
I don't
like,
know what the buildings are made of.
Ivory is like elephant tusk, right? Like they have they.
Yeah.
Oh, I see what you're saying now. Okay.
Like I thought that like there was buildings in Abu Dhabi that were like made of ivory.
I hope somebody from Abu Dhabi's listening.
I would say that they are made of. This is gonna sound stupid. Very expensive material.
That's probably a good guess.
It's
know what I'm saying?
Probably like ivory.
To keep it general.
It might be.
Yeah.
It might be ivory.
Yeah, it might
Could
be
ivy.
Don't think it's bricks.
I don't know.
I don't think it's bricks.
Unless they paint it.
Keenan Ivory. Wayans.
Keenan Wayans.
Never mind.
like scary movie? Wayans? Okay. All right. So, no.
Wait, you back. I don't know what game it was, but I did see something pop up on my highlights of my phone stuff of a guy got a red card for covering his mouth.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Because he was saying something under his breath, but he covered his mouth, and so it was a red card.
Yeah, which I don't understand that rule.
I don't either, and I know that my friend that's listening is going to roast me about this, but I guess there was something that happened in the past, and a guy covered his mouth, and then something aggressive happened later, and so they're trying to prevent the aggression. But I don't know. It was wild.
Maybe the dude had a track record.
He might have.
Maybe. Well, I think the thing that I saw on Twitter with that was it was basically like so-and-so just got, handed out a red card for the new rule.
Yeah.
That is, saying you can't cover your mouth say something to another player.
Yeah.
Like you got to have your mouth, you got to have your mouth uncovered, which
is in baseball culture, that's like normal for people to go
Yeah.
cover their mouth with their glove or their hand or whatever, talk about signs or whatever.
Yeah, you always know like when
If something's going down.
something's going to go down because you got people covering their mouth, or if you see a pitcher, cover their mouth, like something's going on.
I put my hands over my mouth a few times.
Yeah,
I
you
like
do.
coaching.
You do a lot. Oh my gosh, I have a great Coach Long story.
I'm here.
Oh boy.
I have a good one. This is early on. Okay, this is when I was at CM Hornersville, when I was going around everywhere watching different games, and I was watching different coaches, and I was trying to figure out my own pathway. So I remember I went to the Malden JV tournament.
Oh boy, yeah.
Malden JV tournament. It's 4 p.m., Jake, on like a Tuesday. Like Tuesday, 4 p.m. Literally, school just got out.
Bracket.
Right? No, not quite. I think it was first round. I think Bernie was probably like the 2 seed in this thing, and I don't exactly remember who they were playing, but I remember the game started and the team scored 2 quick points, like 2 quick baskets. Right? Coach Long over there, timeout. Everybody comes running over there. Right? I'm standing right behind the bench. It is me and about 4 other people in this gym. Okay. 4 other people watching this thing. You could hear everything that anybody would ever say at this JV basketball tournament. Coach Long says nothing. Nothing. He just stares at everybody and goes by one and just kind of stares at them. and they're all just kind of looking around, and the referee, the horn blows the second time, whatever. I say, all right, come on, guys, we got to get out of here. And Jason just goes, yeah. and walks out of this huddle, right? And so I'm like, what the crap? I'm like, okay, well, I don't know what that was about. They come running back out there, right? This team, something happens a little bit later on. I don't exactly remember what it was, but it was just maybe a minute, 2 from this. It was another quick timeout. They score a couple more points. He calls another timeout. Timeout. They come over there. He doesn't say anything for a second, and finally he goes, I'm taking, after this game, I'm collecting $5 from every one of you because we have to reimburse the school, because I cannot believe they let us take a bus and use gas to drive all the way down. Matter of fact, tomorrow we're all getting on our bikes and we're riding over here on our bikes. We're just going to caravan from Bernie to Malden on our bikes, and we're not taking a bus. We're not taking a bus tomorrow. And then that's it. That was the timeout, right? They call it up. They go out. Bernie goes on like a 40-4 run, and they end up winning this game by 20. And he's like, "Yeah, we'll take the bus tomorrow.
Yeah.
It'll be okay."
Is that accurate, Coach?
Yeah, we would have took the bus anyway. Come on.
Yeah, but he was riled up.
Yeah.
And like I said, that was one of my first experiences around Coach Long, and I was kind of like, oh, man, this guy's crazy. I like this. I like this a little bit. This is good stuff. So there's so many things that I've heard him say, or I've been around, not just him, but I've been around other coaches say that I'm like, that's pretty good. I gotta remember that for my own memory. So
this is kind of a little. It's on the same thing. I've only known Coach Long from texting, emailing, doing things, and watching him coach. And he is one of my favorite coaches to watch coach, just because I think most of his kids are pretty disciplined, and they're doing what they're supposed to do because that's what he wants them to do, right? But I watch you at Bloomfield a lot.
Right.
Obviously, because I think in this area, the Bloomfield Christmas tournament is definitely one of the bigger tournaments there is. Is there times in the Bloomfield Christmas tournament or any tournament where you've had so long of coaching, do you get nervous still? Because I know as a younger coach, I would get nervous before stuff.
Yeah, tell him you can't get nervous when you're playing for the consolation championship all the time.
But I'm just curious, like,
man, now when I was younger, especially my first time as a head coach at Clarkton, man, I was just I was just nervous all the time. I wasn't ready. I didn't have any. I had no understanding of even. But after about 2015, when I started coaching volleyball, about that same time, I just stopped. I don't know what it was. I just stopped getting nervous. You know what I mean? I mean, now sometimes I definitely will have like the competitive like butterflies and the that before a game for sure. But as far as like a nervous worry or anything like that, I don't. I tend not to worry about things that I cannot control.
Sure.
And I try very hard on that. So I love coaching in the Bloomfield Christmas Tournament. I mean, I grew up playing in the Bloomfield Christmas Tournament, and I'm sure there are times that I've been nervous that I can't recall, but
right.
more often than not, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I've coached.
BCT is a cool deal.
Yeah, it is cool. It's an awesome thing.
I mean, and it's another thing that, again, I'm not from around here, and so I wasn't born into being around the Bloomfield Christmas Tournament, and I just kind of learned that, hey, this is cool, and we go watch this. Now we got, now I'm Bluff. It's the same time as the Showdown. But before that, I mean, my in-laws, they go every night, and whenever Pucks goes playing for sure, because that's where Atlanta's from. But I don't know. It is a very cool thing.
Oh, it's so neat how like it's almost. This is going to sound completely biased, and I know it's going to sound biased, but it's almost like it's like this around here. But it's almost like a national holiday in terms of like everybody. I mean, like I remember being a little kid. I mean, I remember being in elementary and being so pumped because the Bloomfield Christmas Tournament always started the day after Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
Always was on the 26th. Yeah. No matter what day it was on the 26th. And so I would be pumped to show off my new clothes. Like, I remember being in 7th grade and being like, I've got this sweet medium Hollister shirt that I just got, and I got this new BKE cologne that I'm going to dab it, and I'm gonna say what's up to all the honeys. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, I mean, I remember that specifically. It's almost like a national holiday, and a lot of people love it. A lot of people keep up with it, and
man, that place gets packed.
I just like the atmosphere. I like the music. I just everything about it. I just
and the way and the way the horseshoe, the way it feels like the crowd's just on top of you.
Yeah, that's cool.
And it's so much fun. It's an awesome gym. What an awesome place, and what an awesome tournament. I mean, shout out that tournament. I mean, that thing's.
Well, I mean, I feel like it's almost to the point. I know as coaches, we know that in the grand scheme of things, if you lose in the BCT, it's not that big of a deal. But I'm sure growing up, it's probably more important than maybe, I don't want to say a district, but like it's probably one of the more important.
Winning it is a huge deal because of the history and the tradition. And it's so hard to win it because it's a tournament that's kind of, it's had stretches where the big schools have kind of had a monopoly. I mean, Dexter has had stretches where they've just absolutely dominated it, going back, Kennett. If you go back to the 80s, late 80s, Dexter and Malden, Twin Rivers won it one year, and then you might not like. Here's something interesting. Jim Bidwell told me one time, 5 state championships. He won 2 Bloomfield Christmas Tournament championships. I mean, that tells you pretty much all you need to know. I mean, he was 5 state championships, 2 Bloomfield Christmas Tournament.
And that's so funny that you said that because I was literally about to say that Aaron Bidwell, shout out Aaron. Yeah. Aaron, when he was with me at Holcomb, he was our assistant. He was my assistant coach one year, and he always said that Coach Jim Bidwell would say all the time, Bloomfield Christmas Tournament's a curse to win. He's like, because it's awesome. He said, they would always say, it's a big deal to win it. But it just seemed like if you won it, you got cursed.
Easy to have it would be, I don't know, but it seems like it might be easy to have a huge letdown after that. I'd like to find out. I'd like to try and see how it goes.
Have you ever coached or played in the championship game?
Both.
Yeah.
Both. As my senior year, we played Portageville in the championship game in the Bloomfield Christmas tournament. And then as an assistant, we made it and won a couple times and got there. And then as a head coach, we got there one time and lost. So,
All sorts of sore subject though.
Nah, it's not really.
There's some big names that come out of that have come out of that tournament too.
Oh, that thing. You talking about players?
Players, yeah.
Oh, yeah. We've.
I mean, you're going to know more than me, but I mean, the one that I always have heard of, just because I'm a Mizzou guy, is Coney Ely, right?
No, Coney never played it.
Yeah, he didn't.
Did he not?
New Madrid didn't play.
New Madrid didn't play in it? Oh wow, I really thought he did.
I thought they play in the SEMO Christmas tournament. I think.
Wow,
I don't even think they play.
They might not play in the
Madrid
SEMO.
County Central. I don't think they kind of bounce around and have played in different Christmas tournament. I don't know if they played in the.
Why did I think he played in it?
I'm
Okay.
not sure.
All right.
Probably because it's Southeast Missouri.
Probably.
I mean, I don't know. No, I don't know.
Well, you want to know what? He did play in it one year.
I started to say, hold on, time
when
out.
he was with Portageville.
Because the only reason that I thought I knew that is because I went back to whenever I was at Van Buren and going through and watching all the old BCT tapes. I remember Coney Ely, they made a huge deal about him. Yeah. Because he was playing it, but I thought he was at Portageville or New Madrid, or I didn't know where he was.
Well, didn't he play at Portageville?
I believe, and I'm very likely to be wrong. I believe he played at Central his freshman year, Portageville his sophomore year, and then back to Central his junior and senior year. And I could have that. I could have one of those mixed up. But he did play with Portageville in the Bloomfield Christmas tournament one year.
Yeah. Well, that's so I didn't know that, but yeah, I mean, 100%. I mean, there's been some crazy good athletes that's come out when you start looking at the history of it and being like, I mean, just all-time leading scorers. You can look at like who scored the most points in a game. Like, you know, Brian Blackburn, what did he score 56 in a game one time, and then it got beat. Who beat it?
It was Brian. Gary Gill scored 53.
Okay.
Gary Gill played for South Pemiscot. I'm not going to have the correct year.
Okay.
It might have been 87, 88 year. And then the same day that Gary Gill scored 53, Aaron Rodgers from Bloomfield scored 57. The same day of the tournament. Well, wild. Pretty wild.
Did somebody get close to beating it? Like recently in the last couple of years?
I don't know about the single game.
No. Okay. I thought somebody might have.
I think you're talking about the tournament scoring record.
Maybe. I'm pretty sure Brian Blackburn had that. Yeah. Right? Because I'm pretty sure that he played.
Yeah, well, that would be a good guess if you didn't know. I mean, I could see that. I don't know for sure. But
oh, yeah. Well, I was for some reason, I was thinking that just a few years ago, somebody had a game where they scored like 50-something points and they almost had the all-time record or something.
I don't recall, but that doesn't mean,
Yeah, it might have been on the consolation side. You weren't over there on that side. You were playing later at night. Okay, you were down there playing for.
But even
cool.
The fact that we're having a conversation about who scored the most points in certain games, and it just goes to show how much tradition is in that tournament.
Oh yeah, you've had some great players.
And so this is why. Okay, so we're gonna get talking about schools here in just a second. Actually, so this is a good way to start it. So I always say to people all the time that when you're trying to explain the Bloomfield Christmas tournament, you're just like, look, if you like good, hard-nosed, like small school basketball, you would love the Bloomfield Christmas tournament because it's just a bunch of small schools that are just playing, and there's so many. It's usually got so many great games, and you'll have upsets every year, or you'll have almost upsets every year everywhere you look on the bracket. And then you got little Cinderella teams, you know, like Holcomb in 2012, my senior year, so 2012, 2013. They were the 6th seed, got all the way to the championship, won it. As the 6th seed. And then turned right around several years ago, Twin Rivers, 6th seed, and we get all the way to the championship, and we end up losing right there at the buzzer, right? And so you just have so many competitive games in small schools. But then, like Coach Long said, then you have these deep runs of, Dexter's
Dexter, yeah.
is the largest school, and then Kennett is like the second largest school, and then you got deep runs of they'll just rattle off 6 straight wins in it or whatever, and then somebody else will come flying in. But the whole atmosphere is just phenomenal. It was awesome to play in. I just remember this too, like your adrenaline's pumping all the time. In games right before you go to a game.
Oh yeah.
You play on the third night in a game in the semifinals of the Bloomfield Christmas tournament. I promise you could jump higher in that warm up than you ever could in your entire life. Like you just are juiced up and jacked up for it, man. It's great. It's a great environment.
It's great because not only I think about Puxico because that's in Atlanta. Not only does the entire town of Puxico is bought into it. Because there's a ton of people there, but there's also tons of people there just to watch the games.
Just there to observe.
Yeah, yes. That's what's cool.
Yeah, I mean there's people that go that
Get
have no
knocked out.
affiliations.
Yeah.
They have no affiliation with it. They just they drive down because they want to see it. Something cool when Kennett was going on that big deep run, for those several years. David Nail used to come.
I remember that. I can remember him being there.
Yeah, yes. David Nail used to come and just sit right behind Kennett's bench. That was cool. Just have a legit. And this was when David Nail was big. This is when David Nail. I mean, obviously he's still a country music star. Like he's still recognizable. Like I get that. But when all of his songs were coming out and he was a big deal. Like he was at that Bloomfield Christmas tournament every year. It was just sweet.
Weird full circle moment for me. My social studies teacher in high school, his grandson, her grandson was David Nail. And I remember whenever I was in school, she was like, you just wait, there's this country music guy. He's going to be good. He's my grandson, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. And then I moved down here. I'm like, oh, yeah, there's David Nail. I know his grandma. She taught me social studies. Wow, that is weird. Yeah, isn't that wild?
His grandma taught you social studies?
Yeah.
So is that why you don't know, you were too busy listening to David Nail and you didn't know the capital of Qatar?
100%.
Qatar?
Actually, I think it's because I probably fell asleep in her class a few times. But
that makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense. That makes sense. So talking a little bit, now we're on the schools and we're on basketball and all that stuff. So let's just get down to the nitty gritty a little bit. I want to hear, Coach Long wanted to share some thoughts about this public and private thing. I told him steer clear away. That's what I said. Stay clear away.
Is that
from
what you
this.
said?
Yeah. And he was like, no, I've got to.
What exactly are you? I was talking more about the allocation of public tax dollars.
Well, I'll tell you what.
To private schools, that really that subject fires me up.
Okay, so let me set the stage for you. Okay, here is your soapbox.
Yeah,
I want you to stand on it.
Yeah.
And I want you to tell me what you think. So you want to talk about the tax money. So it's not going to public schools.
We're all in public education, public school education. And it's nothing against a private school. If I lived in a certain location, I might send my kids to private school. You know what I mean? Depending on the location. It's very possible. It's nothing to do with that. When the man who was my high school basketball coach, Coach Paul Hill, who is like a father to me, I'm still very close to with today, when he was the head coach at Notre Dame, I was at every game. I was the biggest Notre Dame fan. So it has nothing to do with the private schools. For me, it has more to do with our politicians and our governor deciding that you're going to give public funds to a private entity, a private school. And, I take the Boot Hill, for example. Where can a kid in the Boot Hill go to a private school?
Oh, there's not very many options.
They can't. Not at the secondary level. They can't. Yet their tax dollars are still being put toward that. Things like, that subject really, really bugs me because, and another thing too, I've voted Republican my whole life. And there's a lot of things that Democrats stand for that I don't stand for. But I will not vote Republican in the next state election. Not that who knows if it's going to matter or not. It's a red state. I'm just one vote. But I'm not doing it because they are horrible for public schools, specifically rural public schools.
Yeah, and it seems like with the allocation of the money that we have and how they are redirecting it to these private schools and stuff, it also seems like, the rural schools are really suffering, like you said, and it's these metropolitan areas are obviously getting heightened up. I agree with you. It's getting pretty terrifying.
Look, I get it. If I lived in St. Louis City, I would want my kids to have a great option for education. I get it. But giving public funds to a private school, the vouchers, that's not the answer. That's not the right thing. It's just not. I mean, private schools are just that. They're supposed to, in essence, a lack of a better way of saying it, they're supposed to find some other way to raise their money, to get their money, their funding, or whatever it is. I mean, that's kind of a, it's kind of a dumbed down version of how to explain it, but that is the way that it's supposed to be.
Well, yeah, and something's happened along the way that to make it change, something had to have happened along the way. Yeah. And now, because that's happened, now schools are in some trouble.
I can't imagine. Can you imagine? I don't know nothing about being a superintendent. I mean, give me a break. I don't know nothing. But I know enough to know, can you imagine how difficult a superintendent's job at a rural, small public school could be right now? We're not, the governor's not giving the schools an adequate amount of money, to fund everything that they need to fund. And again, I'm no expert on this, but just thinking out loud, how would you like to be a superintendent that's like, man, I got to cut your position. I don't, we don't have enough money to pay for it.
It'd be hard.
I could never do that. I could never be an administrator on that level. I could never look at someone and say that. Can you imagine that? That's what. I mean, this is what the Republicans want. That's what I mean. We're a red state, and this legislation got passed through, and the governor signed it. So I'm not again, I'm not an expert on the topic, but I know enough to know that they don't care a whole lot about rural public schools.
Well, sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was just going to say it's slowly leading into, in your small school America, rural small school America, of consolidation.
Boom. That's what, in my uneducated opinion, you know what I mean? That is what I suppose is going to happen. If you understand what I'm saying, I think that's exactly where we're headed.
Yeah,
and that's terrifying. When you start looking at schools that are you feel like are well off, like just looking through the window, not knowing anything about what's actually inside. You look at a lot of schools, and then you go, well, if you just let me back up. If you just walk into some random public school right now, at a small school, you're going to walk down a hallway and you might see a classroom that's not being used. Mm-hmm. And you're like, well, what's going on there? Well, we had to cut that position. If they wanted to get real, if they wanted to actually tell you what was going on, they had to cut that position. Right. I've heard people talk. I've heard people say things like, well, we're not going to get rid of anybody. We're not going to cut somebody,
Just move them somewhere.
But when somebody leaves, we're probably going to swallow it up.
We will not fill the position.
We won't fill the position. We'll swallow it up because we have to. Yeah. And that's what we're getting to with a lot of these schools. And it's so terrifying to think about how in just 10 years that I've been in, how vastly different it is already.
It makes no sense. If we're going to be honest and blunt, it's ridiculous that they can give that much money. Public funds. I don't think people really think about those are public funds. That's taxpayer money. That was not meant to fund private school vouchers. And again, reiterate, it's nothing against a private school. You know what I mean? It's not the private school's fault for accepting this money that the governor has told them they can have. Has nothing to do with that. But as a legislature, you're going to say that is something You know, I mean, how can you? I mean, it blows my mind. I mean, as you can see, you need to hit the button. You know what I'm saying?
No.
I mean, just you know what I mean? I mean,
No. Ready?
Yeah. There you go.
All right.
Yeah.
No, you're 100% right. It is crazy. It is scary. When you actually said public versus private, you did say tax allocation. And I was thinking along the lines, I guess I just tuned that out because I knew that they just came out with the new, rules for
The MSHSAA rules.
Now,
the
we
new
can,
mission
hey,
rules.
we can talk about that too because that's a totally different conversation. And I mean, for crying out loud, Principia has dorms.
Yes.
They have dorms,
And they play a national
they're-
schedule.
And I mean, they have dorms. You know what I mean? I mean, like, and everybody, all private schools, but St. Vincent, Valley Catholic, small, they're drawing from, a localized area. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? But that's you're talking about a Principia, Incarnate Word, Core Jesus, you know what I mean? These schools, and I'd be perfectly fine if they separated private and public. And I used to not be that way. But I'd be perfectly fine.
It does feel like whenever you get to the end of a season, more often than not, there's at least one private school there.
Yes. And I think we all have our own recollections of what's happened before, but just being from Twin Rivers, okay, we've had some really good teams over all the years in everything: baseball, girls basketball, boys basketball. We were all. I mean, if you look at our banners, like for boys basketball, for instance, if you look at our banners that we have in boys basketball, you could say, "Oh, the last game we played was against Cardinal Ritter. The last game right there that we played was against, Notre Dame." And so you just look at them. I'm not saying all of them, but you just, when you lose so much to a private school, you get this sense of, I don't like it.
a few specific examples. Number one, like what you're just talking about. So Twin Rivers had one of the very best teams that they have ever had in the history of their school in 94, 95.
Yes.
And they had to play Chris Carrawell, who went to Duke, who was the ACC Player of the Year during his time at Duke. They had Lauren Woods, who was a 7-footer that went to Wake Forest in Arizona.
Played in the NBA.
They played in the NBA. So that is frustrating. I'll give you another example. You take Woodland the last couple of years. Woodland's kids, Woodland's kids play so hard. They play so super hard, and they're so super competitive. And they've had. I mean, I'm not from Woodland, but I've been around Stoddard County my whole life. I mean, this is as good a run as they've had. I've had just a phenomenal teams. And 2 years ago, they get to the Final Four, and I watched it, and they were competing their butts off. I mean, those kids were playing super hard, and they were playing Principia, and it didn't matter. So nothing against the Principia kids, but you got one of the best teams in the history of the school, and you work so hard for that, and then you get to that position, and then it literally does not matter what you do. You're going to lose. That'd be frustrating.
Yeah, it's frustrating, and especially I played in a quarterfinal baseball game, my junior year, and we played the number one team in the state, Valley Catholic, and we're beating them forever, and we shouldn't have. We probably shouldn't have beat them in the first place. And we were beating them until the bottom of the seventh, and we blew like a 4-run lead in the bottom of the seventh and lost to them. And I just remember how bad I felt. And it had nothing to do, like Coach Long said, it has nothing to do with necessarily losing to a private school. It really doesn't know. But it's just when it happens constantly, and it seems like every time you look around, it's like, oh, you lost to this, private school. And it just sucks.
I feel like you have to draw a line when you got kids staying in dorms.
You do.
And this
You
is not
do.
this is not a bang on MSHSAA, by the way, because I'm very pro MSHSAA. There are a lot of people that are not pro MSHSAA. I am very, very, very pro MSHSAA.
Yeah.
I think they get a bad rap. Those people work their rear ends off.
they
These people that want to get online and talk about how they make all this money and they don't do anything. You're clueless. You don't know what you're talking about. Those directors and employees at the MSHSAA office, they absolutely work their rear ends off, and they don't get summers off like teachers do. They work their rear end off. You go do a state championship series. I mean, they're running around and they're organized, and I mean, I'm off on a tangent now, but that stuff makes me angry when people want to get on. You're totally ignorant. You have no clue. You got mad because your team lost, or this wasn't fair and that wasn't fair.
Exactly.
So we're gonna blame MSHSAA. It's in my opinion, it's dumb, and I think they deserve way more respect than what they get. And I believe they work their absolute rear ends off.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well,
No, I do too, and I want to preface that if I made it sound like I was pro. No, I'm not. It's just like I said, we were talking about private.
Honestly, I've just always wanted to say that.
Yeah,
that's why I've said that, because I don't like the
let's
disrespect.
Make it a Facebook. I'll proofread your Facebook post here in a second. Okay?
No, I'm not. But I got like 30 Facebook friends.
I'm one of them.
That's enough.
I get it.
Yeah.
But I will say, whenever I was growing up, and here's another MSHSAA rule. Whenever I was playing, and then you get in the coaching world, and still just as a coach, it was still kind of like, here's another MSHSAA rule. But then whenever you're finally an athletic director, and what you're saying is they don't turn it off,
100%.
right? And that connection that they have, at least from AD to MSHSAA, that's incredible. I love it. Yeah. It's easy. Yeah. You can call Doug or Lou or whatever, and they'll answer. And if they can't answer, then they're going to figure it out in seconds and then get right back to you.
Very easy to work with.
Awesome people.
Very helpful. Yep, 100%. 100%.
But just everything all combined, it's tough.
Yes.
With private school, public school.
Oh man.
I don't know. I don't know the answer. I mean, you'd like to say, let's private schools play in their own and public schools, but then.
And I think they.
No, and let me go with what I said earlier. Like it sucks. I'm just saying it sucks.
From a coach, and this is from a coaching
from a competitive
100%.
type standard. Yeah. But I'm not saying I don't even really care. If I'm being totally honest, like I really don't care if they even split them. Public and private. I really don't care. No. Now, I do think, like Coach Long said, there's got to be a line. What? And I hate using them because I really hate using them, but it's what I keep thinking about and what I keep going back to and what everybody keeps going back to. It's just so different when you're talking about Principia. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's so different. If we're just being honest, and this probably if somebody's listening to this upsets, it's whatever, but Principia is probably winning the Class 6 state championship this year by however many points that they want to. And sadly, they beat everyone's brains in Class 3, and no one had a chance. And, I mean, there was literally a team that won 23 games that scored I'm not going to try to make this up. I'm going to look it up as soon as somebody else starts talking. They beat a team this year in, quarterfinals that won 23 games, and I'm wanting to say that team scored 18 points.
It might have been the team. Was it? No. Never mind. Because that was never mind.
Well, I think about. I mean, not. I'm thinking the private school in my world. My first year coaching was at Poplar Bluff, assistant baseball, and I think I've talked about it with Mike before. We won districts. Our sectional game is against Rockwood Summit at Poplar Bluff. We end up beating Rockwood Summit. Well, our next game is at St. John Vianney. We go to Vianney. All guys school. Yeah. We get there, and during batting practice, they got guys that are from the league that are just taking BP with them, hanging out. Private school, and the game was like an hour and 4 minutes, 7 innings. It was the shortest game I've ever been a part of in my life. It was 2-1. We lost, but it felt like the second we got off the bus, it was like we might have lost this game. Like it was just that feeling.
Yeah.
And I mean, I talked to one of the other assistant coaches at the time, and it was just like, we're going to be outplayed just because of what we are scared of what we see right now.
Right, yeah.
It's just it's a whole nother world.
The mental, yeah, there for sure, yeah.
Yeah, and that's how it felt like when we went to the quarterfinals, and this is all I'll say about it. When we went to quarterfinals in baseball, when we show up to Valley Catholic's brand new baseball facility, brand new baseball field, and they've got these 3 awesome new cages, and you're walking across there and you're used to your crabgrass sandy field that's got sandburrs, and you can't dive out in the outfield because you're worried about getting sandburrs all over you, and then you show up there and then you're watching these kids go through a throwing program. You know what I mean? Uh-huh. And you're like, and they're getting stretched out, and they've got a trainer over there, and you're just kind of going, boy.
Oh yeah.
I hope my mom gives me a Gatorade today. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
different worlds for sure.
And it was to clarify, sectional game. The team, one of the teams that Principia played this year in the state sectional game, they scored 18 points. They won the state championship by 54 points this year in Class 3.
Well, yeah, didn't they beat Clayton in the state championship?
No, they beat Miller Career Academy.
Miller Career,
98-34.
Oh, and Miller Career beat Woodland by I think 9.
Yeah,
in the quarterfinal
just
or sectional. Yeah,
super good.
Yeah.
I mean, super good. And you just got no chance. And so it's so vastly.
And I think and like I know you guys probably agree. We appreciate MSHSAA coming up with the championship factor and trying to do things to address that. It's just hard to come up with the right answer and something like that.
And they just changed those rules.
Yeah,
so quickly, I'll talk about that. So I guess now it was 3 to 7 points. You could accumulate points by winning, right? Championship factor for these private schools. And so if you got 3 to 7 points, you got to move up a class, I think, right? And then above 7, you could move up 2 classes from your enrollment number. It used to be like a multiplier factor or whatever. So now it's not. Now it does that. Well, now they've upped it, right? They've upped it to if you win a state championship. So used to, if you won a state championship, it's 4 points. That's the max you could get. It couldn't accumulate over a season. Just because you won sectionals doesn't mean that you get 3 points, and then you win a state championship, you got 4 points there. It was just whatever you finished. Well, now it's like if you win a state championship, I think it's like 10 points, right? So you're jumping way 10, up. Yeah. And now they're on that 6-year window, whatnot. So you're gonna, and there's no cap. Sorry, that was the biggest thing. There was a cap. So someone with the Class 2 enrollment could only go up to Class 4, could never go up higher. Well, now they can. Now, if you keep winning, you're just going to keep going up. And that's cool because, like I said, Principia was going to cap out. I mean, they were going to cap out. They couldn't go higher than, I believe. I don't think they could go higher than Class 4.
Yeah, because their numbers Class 2 range.
Yeah, and so it's like, they go up 2 classes at Class 4. Well, I got news, man. You're going to show up and you're just going to get beat. I mean, you're just going to get beat. They're going to have a starting lineup that's all over 6'5", and you're going to get beat. So
in theory, all of your really good private schools become Class 6s eventually.
Yeah,
if they keep winning. Yeah,
if they keep winning, and that's the whole point. I hate to be but that's the whole point is to make them have to make these teams have to compete at their level. So, which I don't know. I could talk about that stuff all day as far as what people believe and what people don't, but it's
interesting.
It doesn't matter. So it doesn't really matter. So we talked a little bit about that. Jake, you were wanting to play a game, right?
Yeah, so we always try to end up with something kind of fun, kind of different.
This is cool. We're going to do basketball, right?
Yeah, we're going to stay basketball. Since we got Coach Long on, I know he's a coach of many talents, right? He has coached many things, but we're going to stay basketball. We're going to do the 82-0 challenge, and we're going to all have.
So this is cool. This is on your phone, right?
Yep. Pull up your phone, and we went on to 82-0.com, and it pops up, and we're going to do classic mode, and we're going to draft our own team, right?
Yep.
So we'll just all click spin it the first time. And we can all go together. We'll just talk about who we're going to take.
Okay.
I'm just going to go first. So I'll click spin, and I got the Portland Trailblazers in the 2000s.
Oh my gosh.
So
The what were they? The Jailbreakers?
Jailblazers.
J-
Yeah.
the
Jailblazers. There you go.
I'm going to go from the 2000s. I'm going to actually go in my center / power forward spot. I'm going to take Rasheed Wallace.
Okay. Rasheed.
He's going to play power forward for me. That's where.
What high school did Rasheed Wallace go to?
I couldn't tell you.
Simon Gratz High School in
Really?
Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
Really?
Yep.
All right, Coach, you want to go next?
All right, so, gosh, I got Atlanta in the 60s. Good grief, I don't.
Oh, Atlanta in the 60s?
Wait, no, I didn't hit spin yet. No, okay.
Oh, okay.
Might as well be LA Clippers in the 80s. Good grief, what a joke.
Like the LA Clippers played in the 80s?
Yeah, this
Barely?
This is ridiculous. Good grief.
They were just the
I
neighbors to the
cannot
Lakers.
wait. I can't. There's a Hall of Famer in there somewhere.
Man, these guys awful.
We could have that whole debate on
right.
80s and 90s basketball was
So-
probably not very good.
I'm going to take as my point guard, shooting guard,
The mailman,
World Be Free.
Love that.
World
Uh-huh.
be
Yep,
free.
Yep.
All right.
Did you put him at your 1 or 2?
I'm gonna put him at my 2 because
Okay. All right.
2. I'm gonna put him at the 2. He averaged 30.
All right. Here's my spin, boys. I got. Oh, okay. Oh, it said the New York Knicks, and it said the 20s.
Oh, you
I
you
thought
thought 1920s.
I thought there's no way.
2020s.
There's no way. 2020s. All right, Knicks, right here at the 2020s. All right, boys, I got to go with him. He's the man, right? He's the man. He led them to the championship. He got him a chip, baby. He's the dude. Jalen Brunson at my 1. Give him at my 1.
Because this is what they call him. I'm going to write down on my paper, the King of New York.
Oh, there you go. He's got the key to the city.
Yeah,
He's got the key to every building in that city. Okay. All right. So I picked Jalen Brunson, and I'm going to put him at my point guard.
My next one, my spin was the Cleveland Cavaliers in the 80s.
All right.
Now, World Be Free is also on my list.
Yeah.
Obviously, I can't take him because he's been taken. I'm going to take, at my point guard position, I'm going to take Ron Harper.
Oh, okay. All right. I like that.
He was pretty explosive till he hurt his knee.
Ron Harper.
He was a good defender for the Bulls
Oh,
in
he
the 90s.
was.
I'm hoping for some scoring. That's what I need next.
How do I
Yeah,
get
what
to
about-
where I can spin again?
You say play?
All right, play. It's pretty.
Wow.
play.
Yeah, the big button that says play.
Shut your mouth, dude.
Oh, wait.
I'm froze. I guess. I don't know.
You put him at your 2?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so hit spin now.
Sweet. All right. Here we
All
go.
right.
Spin. All right. I've got Portland in the 90s.
Oh, Portland in the 90s.
At my at the small forward, I'm going to take Clyde the Glide Drexler.
I love that. That's a good
All
pick.
right. I think I'd put him at my 2.
Huh?
That's fine.
I got World Be Free at the 2.
Oh, that's right. You don't have. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yeah,
You're right. I have him. I had him listed down on your 1. I got you. All right, here we go. I've got. Let's see. I've got the Lakers in the 60s. Lakers
Just like-
in the 60s.
George Mikan?
Oh, come on, guys.
Mike and
Come on,
goggles.
George Mikan. I've got some really good picks here. So I'm going to go, wow.
I don't know that dude.
Wow.
I don't know why.
I don't know which one to take.
Yeah, probably a lot of options here.
Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm going to go. Yeah, there is a lot of options. There's 3 MVPs on this
Yeah,
list.
just bring it, whatever.
I mean, the logo's on the list.
Yeah, no,
Jerry West
I know
will
he
be-
is.
what do
No, I'm not taking Jerry
I know
West.
he's on the list, but I don't know if he should be on this list.
Well, this was definitely not Wilt Chamberlain's best year, but he averaged 21 rebounds.
Yeah, so
Yeah. Okay. I'm going Wilt Chamberlain at the 5.
Stilt.
Do you guys want to know my other one that I wanted to pick? I wanted to pick Elgin Baylor.
yeah, it's a good one.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Elgin Baylor might have been.
He averaged 28 and 14.
Yeah, he was good.
Yeah, it was just Wilt.
Wilt.
Wilt with the
Okay.
blocks and all that. Oh my gosh.
All right, so my next spin was the Phoenix Suns in the 1960s.
Oh wow. Okay, you can't go Charles Barkley.
No, I have a 2-guard open, but I'm gonna skip both of the shooting guards here because I'm hoping that I get a good shooting guard, and I'm just gonna go Jim Fox as my center.
Jim Fox,
13
okay.
and 13 guy.
I'm
Double. Yeah.
I'm going to tell you right now, Jim Fox is getting the work by Will. I'm sorry, Jim. I'm sorry, Jimbo.
Yeah,
all
Jim,
right,
if you're
but you
listening.
just
I've never heard of Jim Fox.
all right. I'm really sorry, Jimbo, but it's going to be a long night. It's going to be a long night watching the still.
Oh, boy. Okay, Coach.
All right, let's see here. Gosh, what is it with Portland in the 2020s?
Okay.
All right, I am going to take
Portland 2020s. Mm-hmm. Oh
yeah,
wow, okay.
as my point guard. I'm going to take Dame Dash. Don't they call him? Don't the
Dame
kids-
Dalla.
Whatever.
Dame time.
Damian
Time.
Lillard. For some reason, I thought they called him Dame Dash.
Dame Dash.
Never mind. That might be a rapper or something. I don't know. But he is a rapper. Yeah.
All right, Damian Lillard.
That's a good one. Yeah.
All right, I just spun. I'm going Utah. Oh, wow. Utah in the 2000s. Okay. I think he's probably past his prime here.
Mailman.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do.
Mailman.
But, man, I really want to take AK-47, baby.
Karolinko?
KJ. But just because, not because of anything other than the name. But no, I'm going to go Karl Malone at my power forward. He's past his prime.
Your
But
4 and 5 are pretty good, though. That's a pretty good.
Jalen Brunson, Karl Malone, and Wilt Chamberlain. I think I'm doing A-OK, Jim Fox.
Yeah.
Over there.
I took Jim
Fox and World Be Free.
Dude, World Be Free averaged 30 points a game.
Yeah.
You don't know nothing about him?
Yeah, you're right. It's fine.
Lloyd Be Free. World Be Free.
Yeah.
Okay. So my next poll was the Toronto Raptors in the 2020s.
Okay.
I'm going small forward, Brandon Ingram.
Okay. Wow. Okay.
I got a shooting guard left. It's either going to be really good or really bad.
Yeah. Your team won 20 games.
Yeah, my team is
Your
not
team.
very good.
Your team.
We
Your team
really
went to the
need somebody
lottery.
who's gonna score.
Your team's in the lottery. Look, Rasheed Wallace is going to literally be kicked out before
He already got a technical.
he already got a technical just being on your team.
Yeah.
for sure. All right, Coach.
My turn?
Yeah, it's yours.
Wait a minute. Oh, yeah, it is. Never mind. My bad.
Yeah, it is. Don't worry about it. We'll tell you how to play.
Big technology guy.
Good God Almighty. I got the Knicks in the 60s. Wait a minute. I'm going to take Willis Reed.
Yeah, I started saying Willis.
Center,
Okay.
5-man, Willis Reed.
Willis Reed. All right.
Yeah, you better.
I'm going to tell you right now, Willis is going to have his hands full with old Wilt. All right, here we go. All right, I got wow. Okay, now we went back down to earth, boys. We went back down to earth.
Say it.
It's Chicago. Sorry, Chicago in the 60s. I was too busy looking at the worst group of individuals I may have. Yeah, this is what was it? This is like the cocaine.
I was going to say the drug team.
This is the drug team. This is the team that was just having more fun on the bus than they were,
the circus.
playing. Yeah, so we got Bob Boozer, Guy Rogers, Flynn Robinson. I mean, they have some good stats,
Hey,
but I don't know.
he might be kin to Carlos.
Yeah. Jerry Sloan's on this list.
Jerry Sloan, McLeansboro, Illinois.
Yeah,
What?
I got Jerry Sloan on this list. Jerry was a dog, and he could play a shooting guard position. I gotta hold off though, Ryan. I gotta hold off the shooting guard
Just in
position,
case.
just in case
There's
it
a
happens.
chance.
Yeah, there's a chance. I mean, there's the but there's
you think you're getting MJ, don't you?
yeah. I mean, there's a chance. I mean, if I get the Wizards in the 2000s, I'm calling prime.
Michael Jordan is the GOAT.
Yeah, there you
Yeah,
go.
thank you.
Breaking news. Breaking news with that. Okay, all right. Let's go Bob Boozer, and I'm going to put him in my small forward.
Bob Boozer. That's about as bad as Jim.
Okay, so this is our last pick here. And then after that, it'll tell us what our record would have been.
Right. Okay.
So my final spin was, the Brooklyn Nets in the 2020s. And just so everybody can see, Kevin Durant is at the top.
Yeah.
And he can play the shooting guard according to this game.
There you go.
So he's going to be my shooting guard.
Dude,
Okay.
That helps a little.
that helps definitely.
Yeah,
But
the Durantula.
so I got Kevin Durant, and it gave me my projected record is 61-21.
What? Wow, a lot of love for Jim Fox, huh?
Boy, listen, he just does his job.
61 games is a lot.
He just does his job.
Role player.
Jim Fox, and it even says, I scrolled down. I didn't know this. I scrolled down. We're going to average 101 points per game, and 38 rebounds, 20 assists. I mean, we're going to do our thing. 61-21.
That's a lot of games. That's a lot of wins.
That is a lot of wins.
I think your team's awful. My team might win 100 games. I know it's 82-0, but I think it's going to say you won 100.
You have Bob Boozer.
Bob averaged 18.
And you might bomb out on the last. Well,
No,
yeah,
I'm getting a good.
KD definitely saved.
Bob played with a peach basket.
Hey,
All right,
he plays really hard, really hard and with a lot of heart.
Yeah,
okay, something you wouldn't know about, son.
I know. Yeah, I know. All right, my turn.
Yeah, last one.
Spinaroonie. Portland in the 2020s.
Big Trailblazer guy.
Golly. Okay.
So I need a 4, and this is so screwed up because they ain't got no power forwards worth of crap.
Yeah, this is.
I guess. Okay. I'm gonna take Jeremy Grant.
Oh, okay. Jeremy Grant, big defense guy. There's a time. All right, what did he finish with?
Wait.
I cannot believe you had that many Blazers.
Did I jack it up?
I don't know.
Oh, all right. You want me to go? Yeah. All right, I'm going to spin. Come on. Miami in the 80s. Oh, my God.
Yeah, you got to take John Sunvold.
He's on the list.
John Sunvold. You got to take John Sunvold.
Do I got to?
Blue Springs. Yeah, you got to take John.
The problem is I don't want to, but his stats aren't that much worse.
We lost his team.
Hey, 82-0.
Yeah, I don't know what his final record was.
All right.
Somewhere in there.
We can figure it out. It was 50. You wanted 50.
82-0.
All right. John Sunvold. I think I have to take John Sunvold.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dude, if this tells me something dumb, if this tells me
Well,
something
you're
dumb,
not going to
I'm
beat Coach's 82-0 team.
Yeah.
So
and Bob Boozer.
yeah. What did Team Snyder finish with?
Wow.
Yeah, way less than 61.
58-24.
Yeah.
58-24. There's no way.
You suck.
It's because I had a John Sunvold. Bob Boozer, 20 points a game, almost 21, 8.7 rebounds.
Yeah, but that was back in, when it was back.
Yeah, it was back in the 80s. And remind me again.
Bob Boozer didn't play in the 80s. That's John Sunvold.
You're right. It was 60s.
Boozer's 60s.
Thank you.
My bad. My bad. Okay. All right. So we're gonna go ahead and wrap this thing up. That was fun. It was a little all over the place, but hey, that's how we do. So thank you again to Coach Jason Long coming on with us today. We had a lot of fun.
Yeah,
I hope you guys stuck around.
I did too.
Thanks for coming, Coach. That was fun.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for
absolutely.
having me. It's cool.
All right, guys, we're going to head on out. So, Jake, why don't you take us out here?
Thanks for tuning in to Mike and Jake, the Almost Experts podcast. We'll hopefully be back with more questionable expertise.
And always remember that if we were ever wrong, no, we were not.
See ya.
Mike and Jake, they kind of know stuff. Kind of. Mike and Jake, the almost experts. Just bros being dudes when the gang gets reckless. Mike and Jake, the almost experts. Tell it like it is, and they might be guessing.